What's up, you guys? Welcome back to our channel, our live journey. If you're new, welcome. My name is Patricia. It is officially September, you guys. Wow, I cannot believe how fast the year is passing by, and especially the month of August. I kind of enjoyed August, if you will. So that is why we are starting another 30-day challenge. I am so excited because I definitely need to get back on track. Now, that being said, it is actually Tuesday. So if you're watching this, it's a Monday, but I'm recording on a Tuesday because I went to Walmart yesterday, which I do have a video on that. I'm pleasantly surprised at their variety of meats and different options. And again, I mean, watch the video, the pricing, you have to be comfortable on what you're spending on. So yes, I love my Sam's Club and my Costco, but I found oxtail. I found good variety of chicken, which I have my chicken breast and chicken thighs that I got from Costco. I'm gonna make my ground chicken again. That's very pricey at the store. So I have a meat grinder. I'm just gonna make my own ground chicken from now on. But I do have a video on that as well. So if you guys are interested, check it out. Now, I didn't do anything yesterday, no meal prepping, no nothing, because I went to Walmart and then I had a class, and then throughout the day I was just like bombarded with stuff, which I'm going to be meal prepping today. I want to make cheesy meatballs, which I haven't done those in a long time and they're amazing. Two, I want to cook up some bacon and then stick them in the fridge. There's nothing better than cold bacon with that fat on it and just like munching it like a snack, which I got myself a new porcelain griddle pan. I think that's how you say it, which it is actually pretty good. It's ceramic, 11 inches, no nasty stuff. So, and I love the color. It's like a gray silver. I'm going to be putting the bacon on this today. I had one before, and a lot of you are commenting, you know, get rid of your stuff, you know, whatever the material is. I am switching out my pots and pans when I can. All right, so this, I will have a link for it down below. I'm very curious to see how it holds up. Washing it, the water just like nothing happened. So I have to grind the cheese. I want to make my husband a soup today. For dinner, I will be having my fish. So I know my husband will be having the soup that I'm going to be making, which is a whole chicken with veggies, and we'll see what else he wants in it. I'm going to be having fish. Now, this is day one for me because my husband took me out yesterday right before I went to Walmart. He took me for like a breakfast date, which how can I refuse my husband? So I did not start the challenge on Monday. I'm starting it today. And you guys have to drink a whole lot of water, which I have my first cup here. It's like what, 3 or 4 cups in here, I can't remember, but I do have my electrolytes in here as well as my collagen. Make sure that you guys are staying hydrated, especially your first day. Your body, depending on fast, your body goes into ketosis. You're gonna be feeling lethargic, you're gonna have headaches, you're gonna feel nauseous, you're gonna feel like, it's called a keto flu, all right? So make sure you guys are staying hydrated. Make sure you have snacks. So if you're hungry and of course your sugar cravings are gonna kick in, grab a bacon, grab something else, grab a butter bite. Make sure that you guys are munching on the good stuff. Your body has to eliminate all of the sugar, all of the carbs, all of the nasties. So heads up on that, you guys, but do not freak out. And especially if this is your first time, I do have other videos explaining what happens when you enter in ketosis, what is ketosis. I have other recipes you guys can try out. So, I mean, we're doing this together, right? So let's get started. I think I have everything now. I will be doing my ground chicken later on. It is still thawing. I'm gonna get started on the bacon and as well as the cheesy meatballs. So let's get started. All right, I'm actually excited to use this because my last one that I had was really falling apart. You can tell it was not the good stuff. So this is ceramic non-stick, and I can fit a lot more bacon on here than one of my round pans. So I was able to fit 6 strips on this 11-inch griddle pan. All right, let's see how good, oh my gosh. It's definitely not sticking at all. Let's see how good this is, but before I could even finish my sentence here, I was able to pull it away. All right, while the bacon is going, I actually want to shred some of my cheese here. Move this out of the way. I have the rest of my pepper jack here. Will you fit? Hey, I think you will fit. Okay, first impression of this griddle pan, love it. Handle does not get hot, which is awesome. So about right here is kind of like the cutoff. The handle is good. No stick whatsoever. Highly recommend this. All right, guys, let's get to these meatballs. I have half a pound of ground pork, half a pound of ground beef. I've got my Kobe jack and pepper jack, crushed up pork rinds, 1 egg, and I have parsley, my black magic seasoning, and a pinch of salt. Let's add that pinch of salt, not a lot, my black seasoning, and some parsley. 1 egg. Give everything a good mix with your clean hands. Now, depending on how big you want your meatballs, just grab a portion here, make a hole in the center, add your cheese, smush everything down in there, and then cover it up. All right, now roll it in the pork rind. This is what your meatball is gonna look like. And we keep going. So I was able to make 9 meatballs. These 2, of course, are a little bit smaller. I didn't want to make one super large one. But everything else is pretty much the same size. Let's stick them in for 15 minutes, 400 degrees. All right, let's check out these meatballs. I did flip them over. Ooh la la. There's a whole lot of cheese in there. Let's see how it is. Oh yeah. Oh, why are you dripping out? All right, this is gonna be my taste test. All that cheese was coming out. Oh, but there's still cheese left in here. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Perfectly cooked. Oh yeah. I'm gonna let it cool down and we'll do a taste test. While that's cooling, I'm going to take these out and just plate them up. I got all of that cheese inside. Do not throw that away. They look so good, you guys. Cheesy meatballs. This is gonna be so good. I did leave it to cool down because I always burn myself, but all right. Mmm. Perfectly cooked. 15 minutes, 400 degrees. Look at all that cheese. Mmm. I love the crispy pork rinds. It's dinner time. Now, I know I said that I wanted fish tonight, but I made my husband a huge thing of soup. And you guys, I put a whole chicken in there. Yeah, so I'm not gonna miss out on soft, fresh, just pulled out of the soup chicken and make myself a fish. So I'm gonna pick off the bones, and that's like the best part. And there is some cartilage in there, which I will be eating the cartilage off of the chicken. That's like so, so good. So I'm gonna have some chicken. I did separate the vegetables in a different bowl. I have carrots, celery, onion, and parsnip. I do have some of the chicken broth in there with potatoes. So I didn't mix the potatoes while I was also cooking the chicken because I want to have some chicken and I don't want to have this with starch. All right, I'm trying to stay away from potatoes, any kind of fruits or vegetables while this challenge. I'm going to enjoy this and maybe even make some chicken patties if there's leftovers, which I did make that before and they were so good. So I'm a dark meat kind of girl. How about you guys? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you like white meat? Do you like dark meat? I like the thighs. This is dinner, you guys. I know, just, play it by ear. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy Wednesday. So for today, I'm going to be taking my leftover chicken and making some chicken patties. Ooh, that's gonna be so good. Before I do though, I am feeling a little bit hungry. It is 11:30, which is perfect. Do you remember that bacon from yesterday? There is nothing better than cold bacon. And let me see, do we have, oh no, I want with a lot of fat. There we go, ooh. It's not a lot, but still. See that white stuff on there? That's all that fat. That's so good. So you can actually have this cold, like I am doing right now. You can stick it in your air fryer just to warm it up, however you want. Pair it with some hard-boiled eggs or scrambled eggs. Chop it up, make yourself little breakfast bites. There's endless ways you can use this leftover bacon, so just enjoy it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna snack on the bacon while I'm prepping for my chicken patties. Now, how are you guys doing? Last night after I was nibbling on some chicken. After that, I told my husband, I gotta lay down on the sofa. I cannot do this anymore. I felt so weak. My head felt so big, my body heavy. I think I was definitely entering in ketosis. This morning, I was a little bit better, still groggy. So that's right, like right now, 11:30, I'm hungry. I wanna see how the rest of the day goes. Make sure you guys are drinking lots and lots and lots of water get yourself good quality electrolytes, squeeze some in there, and just go at it. So the reason why I'm doing this week, I also want to mention my previous challenge. I started with you guys that day, and then I started recording what I eat in a week and then uploading the following Monday. And I had a few of you comment saying, I thought we were doing this together, as in help us out, show us what to do in the first week, in the second week, and like kind of like, you know, why am I posting a week late? So for you guys, I decided to do 1 week earlier, so this way I can record for you guys. When you start on the challenge, you have what to look forward to. You have recipes you can try your first week, so on and so forth. I always want to make sure that you guys have it easy, that my recipes are helpful in any way possible. Again, tweak if you want, but to give you ideas. So I appreciate every comment. I look at every comment, and I want to be able to help you guys in any way possible. So that is why, if you're wondering like, how come she has a video out already? I did it a week before, so I can help you guys out. All right, anyway, enough of that. Seriously, you make soup, add a whole chicken, reserve your leftover chicken, and make chicken patties. They're so good. So let's get to it. All right, so I've got a whole lot of meat here, but I also have bones that I need to look for. I'm going to take the meat off, make sure there's nothing else on there. I also have like a lot of the peppercorns that I need to kind of go and make sure I pull everything out. So let's get started. Okay, that was a process. Look at this. Do you see this gelatin that's on this chicken? This is all flavor. We are definitely adding that in here, but I've got more on the bottom. So all of this is going on top. So I did end up leaving some skin on the side. I got my bones here. All right, let me move the bones so this way nothing gets mixed in. I say this is chopped up pretty good. Now let's transfer it over to a larger bowl. This will not fit. So I'm gonna crack in 2 eggs. I'm gonna add some Celtic salt, however you wanna pronounce it. I'm gonna use the grilled chicken seasoning. So good. And I'm just gonna eyeball this. And then I'm gonna use some parsley for color. Let's give everything a good mix. You know it's ready when you can form a ball. All right, I'm gonna make like 2 patties, so maybe this will be 1. Do I like this here? 2 patties? Maybe a little bit more. Okay, 2 patties right here. Let's add some Parmesan cheese straight in here. Before I get mixing, I'm going to start my griddle pan. I'm gonna add some of my rendered bacon fat on here. All right, I have my measuring cups. I don't know which one do I wanna do. Maybe a 1/4 cup. For 2 patties, yeah, let's do the 1/4 cup, which I am doing this per day. So let's get the Parmesan. Can you guys see that? 1/4 cup of the Parmesan. All right, let's form these patties. Definitely smush them. Now I have to say, using the Parmesan cheese in the patties, the texture, it didn't hold up like when you made the ball. I think because it's a little bit more dry, you really have to make sure that you're pushing it, smushing it down so it can stay in contact. So what I'm gonna look for is just to grill it on both sides, make sure that the egg is cooked in the middle because the chicken is already cooked. It's been about 2 minutes. Let's see. Ooh. All right, let's see here. Okay, not bad. Do I want a little bit more? Let me flip this again. Yeah, I think I want a little bit more. Oh, no. And I'm gonna add some more fat. These look so good. Now, if you're gonna say I overcooked them, no, I did not. They're just nice and crispy. Hold on. All right, let's take a little piece right here. Oh, I know I'm gonna burn myself. Oh, yeah, this is a good piece. Oh, it's hot. Looky, looky. Told you it's not overcooked. Oh, this looks amazing. Oh. Parmesan, awesome. Okay. I'm gonna add one more egg and then maybe a cup of the Parmesan for all that. Let's test it out. All right, I'm gonna add in one more egg. Make sure I have enough, what do you call it, stickiness? And 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. FYI, this is a non-stick, but I'm adding the bacon fat because I want it to get crispy. So just so you guys know, let's get to making these patties. Here you have it, you guys. Chicken patties from Soup. Whole chicken with the dark meat, white meat, cartilage. So I did end up using 3 eggs, but if you want it a little bit more, you know, holding its shape or even a little bit more softer in the center, go ahead and use 4 eggs. But again, do it the way that you like it. I thought 3 eggs held up pretty good. And don't think that I forgot about these chicken skins and cartilage. I mean, come on. So good. Air fryer, a little bit of salt. I wanna try this one. This one looks super crispy. Check it out. So good. These are perfect for snacks. Cartilage. A little bit chewy, but not as chewy as like, I don't want to call it raw cartilage. Like if you're gonna take it off the drumstick or whatever, you gotta chew a little bit. This is a little bit softer, like a softer chew, but oh my gosh. Highly recommend that you air fry your chicken skin and cartilage. All right, now I'll see you tonight. All right, it is dinner time, but I will be honest with you guys. I already made the pork belly. I made a previous video. It's actually deep frying the pork belly in beef tallow. I've never done it before, and these are the end results, which I definitely was snacking throughout the day. And I also have the leftover chicken patties. Good thing I wrapped them up. So as for today, I'm doing pretty good. I definitely entered in ketosis, so I am not that hungry, very lethargic, very dizzy, if you will. I feel my head so big. I'm tired. I've been drinking water like crazy. I feel like I'm dehydrated, but again, it's all part of the ketosis, entering in ketosis, that keto flu, which it's inevitable. Sorry if you guys are doing this for the first time, but you will get used to it, and it only lasts a few days. My mom lasted her 1 day. For me, it did last 3 days, so this is my second day on carnivore, on this challenge. So we will see what happens tomorrow, but for sure today, I definitely entered in, it kicked in, but hey, that just means that my body will start to produce ketones and you know, all of that fun stuff, which again, go ahead and look at that previous video on my pork belly because I talk a little bit about that too, but I do have a video specifically on ketosis. So if you guys want more details, check that video out. Happy Friday! If you guys are wondering what happened with Thursday, well, I had so many projects going on that I got overwhelmed, I got bombarded, and I couldn't find time to record for what I eat in a week. So yesterday was kind of off, but I always want to be raw and honest with you guys. I am doing this 30-day challenge with you, so I'm going to take every single day as it comes, but I want to be able to share with you guys my journey, and that goes for everything. So last night, I did want to record. I actually had a T-bone thawing out, and I was going to do a video on us eating a T-bone. Well, some friends invited us to go to a Korean barbecue grill restaurant, which first time, awesome, all you can eat meat, but here's the thing. They had the meat marinating in like a Korean barbecue sauce, which most likely had sugar because it was delicious. Don't get me wrong, it was flavorful. But yeah, I definitely ate things outside of carnivore, and I definitely got myself kicked out of ketosis because last night, I felt my stomach inflate. I felt so bloated, heavy. This morning, again, I felt it in my whole body. So I'm out of ketosis, but I'm starting back today. Again, like I said, I want to be raw and honest with you guys. I never want to hide or be like, oh, nothing happened. Something did happen. Life happens. So you just have to take it each day and go with the flow. That's all you can do, right? So today's Friday. It's actually 3:07 because even today, I've been getting busier and busier. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Hey, I'm not complaining, okay? Which is a good thing. I like to be busy, but sometimes I need to find the right time to make meals, to record for you guys. So this is my time. What I say? 3:08. Now, for today, it's 113 degrees outside, you guys. Arizona is hot. I'm literally wearing my biker shorts and doing errands. Like, I have my nice flowy dress and my biker shorts. It's 113 degrees. Stay hydrated. Make sure you guys are drinking your electrolytes. Lord God Almighty. So anyway, finally got home. I'm like, let me do something different today. I'm gonna make some pizza. I'm so excited. Now, the pizza crust is from Steak and Butter Gal. Yes, Steak and Butter Gal. So I have my ground chicken, my cream cheese, egg, and pork rinds. And I'm gonna use the pork rinds that I just got from Walmart. So it's a different brand that I'm used to. I hope it comes out okay, but we'll see. We're gonna try it out together. So I'm gonna preheat my oven, get my, what is it called? My crust ready. And then I'm going to add some Alfredo sauce and some toppings. I'll see what I'm gonna do. Oh, I have that, the chicken sausage. I'm gonna put some chicken sausage with Alfredo and some cheese on top. Oh. All right, let's preheat our oven 400 degrees. Okay, I have my 1 egg. I'm gonna use some Italian seasoning. This is what I got from Walmart. 1 cup of the pork panko, loose, do not compact it. And then I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of cream cheese. So I have my ground chicken. Let's measure 1 pound. My hands are clean. 1 pound exactly. 1 egg. I'm gonna do a rough eyeball of 3 tablespoons here. So 1, 2, 3. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. Roughly, okay? Roughly. I'm gonna add my Italian seasoning right now. 1 cup pork panko. And with your already messy hand, took off my ring, let's get to mixing everything. Make sure that you guys are getting that cream cheese. It's better if it's room temperature. I kind of took it out of the fridge last minute. But as you're mixing, it will melt from your hand, the heat of your hand. All right. This is what it is looking like. I got it as mixed as possible. Here is my Bella. If something were to fall off, she is my vacuum. I love her. I have a pizza tray and my parchment, but to fit the tray, I'm gonna cut it just so it can kind of fit nice and round. Let's add it straight to the center. Are you? Yeah, okay. Let's form our dough. At this point, I'm gonna put another parchment and flatten it even more. I think that is pretty good. Now, I'm just gonna tuck in the sides a little bit. Make sure it's round. All right, that's pretty good. It is on the thicker side, which I don't mind. You can do it as thin as you want, as thick, but I'm very happy with this size. In the oven, 20 minutes, and then we'll check back and see how this is looking. All right, in the meantime, let's get our Alfredo sauce going. I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons of butter in here. Butter is melting nicely, but I do wanna brown it a little bit. So I have my chicken sausage. I'm gonna cut into thin pieces and my leftover bacon. So, and you guys, be careful when grabbing a knife. I literally just cut myself. Lord God Almighty. All right, let's cut these into thin pieces, being very careful. All right, they are nice and cut. Look at this piece. This is the Parmesan and cracked black pepper. This is gonna be good. All right, let's cut up the rest of this bacon that's left over. Lord, that was loud. All right, the board is moving, and I remember somebody commented, put a wet towel underneath. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me today? It's the heat, you guys. 113 degrees heat. I'm blaming it on that. All right, wet paper towel, and then the board. Oh my gosh, really? Thank you. Before I cut this, let me go check on the Alfredo sauce. The butter smells amazing. It's starting to brown up a little bit. So I'm gonna add my 1 cup of heavy cream right now. So it is bubbling up nicely, and it started to reduce, so the milk got thicker. At this point, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. I'm going to add some black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. Give her a good mix. I'm gonna let it go for about 1 more minute because it is thickening up nicely, but I still want it like super thick. So 1 more minute, give it another little quick mix. All right, that Alfredo sauce is looking amazing. Let's cut this in half. Here we go. I cannot believe, yes, wet paper towel, you guys. That's such an amazing hack. Oh my gosh. My board is not moving. We got a little bit left. Let's check on the pizza. Ooh. Okay. All right, so it is time's up. Ooh, my gosh. Okay, looking pretty good. Let's take it out and check. All right, I'm gonna turn off the oven. Okay, looks pretty cooked. Let me grab something here. Not bad. I think I want to leave it a little bit more, maybe another 5 minutes. Let's see, 5 minutes is up. Yeah, it's looking better. Ooh la la. All right, so this is done. I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit. All right, time to get this pizza going. Adding my Alfredo sauce in the middle and bringing it outward. I'm not gonna go all the way to the edge of the crust. I'm gonna leave it probably about 1/2 inch just in case this sauce decides to run over. All right, so you can use as much or as little Alfredo sauce as you want. I put it on thick, as you guys can see. Oh, this is gonna be so flavorful. This is a lot of dairy though, keep that in mind. All right, let's get the rest of the toppings. I'm gonna put this one right in the middle here. Let's add our bacon. I don't know if I'm gonna use the whole thing, but we're gonna eyeball it. I think that's enough. I have some left over. In case I want some, I'll put more on top. I got some pepper jack I'm going to put on top just for a little kick. All right, that is what she's looking like. I'm gonna add her back in the oven at a broil for 15-20 minutes, but I'm gonna keep an eye out just so it doesn't overcook. All right, so I got it on broil. We're gonna start off with 15 minutes. All right, you guys, I'm smelling something burnt. Hold up. Ay, chihuahua. Lord, okay, I have to take it off the parchment paper. What happened? Lord. Well, the cheese got melty. Okay, let me see if I can Can I just put it straight on the pizza board? Hold up. Really? Everything shifted. Well, I told you we were gonna do this together first time. We've learned, take it off the parchment paper. I'm still going to put it in the oven at a broil. Let's see. All right, you guys. One thing I learned, I guess after making the crust, take it off the parchment paper. Maybe I had the broil on too high because it is on a high right now. Maybe that's why it got crispy. I don't know. So I'm just gonna keep an eye out. I'm gonna keep an eye out and see how it turns out because I don't wanna ruin it. It really looks good. So I'm gonna give it like 2 more minutes and then check on it. All right, guys, I'm pulling it out. It's too much. Hoi. Oh yeah, it's done. It's done anyway. Look at that. All right, so I let it cool down for a good like 5 minutes. As you can see here, there's a lot of oil. I think it's from the Alfredo sauce. That butter is coming through, or if the fat from the chicken. I don't know. But let's cut it up and give it a taste test. All right, let's see here. Ooh, there's a little bit of a crunch. All right, it is time. I cannot wait any longer. Let's grab a slice here. Ooh. Can I? Yes, I did it. Here it is, you guys. Pizza, carnivore pizza. I cannot wait to try this. Please keep in mind, this is a lot of dairy. All right, so you got the Alfredo sauce that has Parmesan cheese, heavy cream, and then plus you got the cheese on top and the cream cheese in the crust. So this is a whole lot of dairy. So be cautious of how much you're gonna eat. But okay, now I can tell you right now, the crust is not holding up. I think it's cooked. It's crispy on the bottom, but all right. You know what? Let's take this bite right here. Mmm. That came out good. Mine is the burnt parchment paper. All right. I want that bite right there. Let's see here. So the bottom, it's not as crispy as I would like. Maybe I need to leave it longer in the oven, which I did total of 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. And what I've noticed, and I've heard from other people, my oven might be different than your oven because my flatbread, I do 40 minutes. Somebody said that hers didn't cook all the way. And somebody else said that it was burnt on the edges, like super burnt. So I think ovens vary. So please keep an eye out. Now you have your temperature. Maybe you need to adjust the timing or adjust the temperature. So this is all like a trial and error. So I did 400 degrees, 25 minutes, but I think next time I will do 30 minutes because I do like a little bit more crispy on the bottom. So, but that being said, let's give it a bite and give it a taste test. Mmm. Oh my gosh. The chicken sausage, Parmesan cracked black pepper chicken sausage, and the bacon, what a combination. Now, you can add, I should have added some oregano. Oh, I'm gonna do that right now. Hold on. I got my oregano that I just got from Walmart. I'm gonna add some on top. Not only that, I'm gonna add some chili flakes. Whew. I like it spicy. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Mm-hmm. 1000%. I'm sorry. You cannot tell that this is not actual pizza. You guys, highly recommend. Oh my gosh. Heads up, you're gonna wanna go for a second slice. No joke. Once you're finished with your pizza, all right, you can stick it in a container, stick it in the fridge, and then whenever you're hungry, pop 1, 2 slices in the air fryer, crisp it up, warm it up, and you have carnivore pizza. This is so good. All right, I'm gonna finish this. I'll see you tonight. Happy Saturday, everyone. Now for today's lunch, which is like what, 1:15, I'm having my leftover pizza. This came out so good. So I'm gonna stick a few in the air fryer, let it toast up, reheat, and that's gonna be my lunch. But I also wanted to share with you guys, yesterday I went to Fry's. They had such a huge sale on ribeyes. You guys know this is like my favorite steak. I've been to Costco, I've been to Sam's, Walmart, and other places, kind of doing some price checks and kind of comparisons. Well, Fry's is having a sale. My local Fry's here next to me till Tuesday, $7.99 a pound. And I got a tray with 2 of them and limit 2 trays per person. So yeah, I got 4 steaks yesterday. Look at this. Oh my gosh, look at all of this fat and marbling. So Fry's has some amazing deals when it comes to ribeyes, T-bones, and other kind of meats. But my favorite is gonna be always number 1, ribeye, and then T-bone. So when you find your deals, grab them fast. So I will have 4 steaks to eat on this challenge. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So for right now, I'm going to stick my pizza in the air fryer, heat it up, and I'll basically show you guys what they look like once they're toasted. I just took them out of the air fryer. Oh, it smells so good. I'm gonna have to take a fork to it because it's too hot. If there's one recipe that you guys have to try this week, it's definitely the pizza. Don't get me wrong, the meatballs are good, the chicken patties were good, but pizza? Now I put 3, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to eat 3. If I can't, I'm just gonna give 1 to Callan. But later on, we're gonna head over to my parents and go to the pool. So we will see what we're gonna have for dinner. I'm not quite sure, but again, we're gonna take it as it comes, and I'll show you guys what dinner will be when it gets there. So see you then. All right, you guys, we are back home. Pool day was awesome. We spent quite a few hours in the pool. And as you guys saw, my mom made pork belly, or other known as jumad. And I might have her share the way that she does her own pork belly. As you saw, it was a little bit different than how mine looked. So maybe I'll have her share her recipe. So stay tuned for that. But this is my first week on the Carnivore Challenge. If you guys have any questions on anything that you saw, please leave a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys, as well as everything that I posted, that I shared. All right, I will have links in the description down below. So please go ahead and check that out as well if you're interested on any of the things that I showed. Now, if you guys like these kind of videos and liked this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you guys haven't done so already, please go ahead and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it if you can join our family. If you guys are joining the challenge, yay, the more the better. That's what I always say. So till my next video, I love you all. God bless you. Have a beautiful and blessed weekend, weekday, challenge, so on and so forth. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye.